guys, the topic that I wanted to bring up, sort of off the front here, was spring break injuries. Of course, a lot of folks are familiar with the terrible tragedy that recently happened at the Birmingham airport, where a sign fell on a child and killed the child and injured his family members. And Ken, I know you've handled a case sort of similar to this, and my question, I guess, would be, can you go after, or can the family go after the Port Authority to receive any kind of compensation, or how does that work?
Yeah, well, you do have accidents that occur at airports from time to time, and the first thing is this is such a tragic thing that occurred anytime a parent loses a child. We've represented folks in that situation. It's just the worst kind of loss. So our thoughts and prayers go out to that family and anybody who may be associated with it. But the first thing the family needs to do is they need to get themselves together, get back to, I understand they were from Kansas, get back to Kansas and have a little time to grieve before they start thinking about things like this. It's just really terrible on a family, just shocking. But for those of you who may be wondering, or who may have a situation where you find yourself injured in a facility like that, actually there's a law out there that does not allow the airport authority. There's a special law, special statute, doesn't allow airports, at least in Alabama, to be sued for negligence. Now, fortunately, in this case, or when I say fortunately, most unfortunately, but from a legal analysis standpoint, there probably will be someone who would be held responsible, and that would be the contractors or subcontractors who actually installed the components that caused this little boy's death.
Anybody listening to the story is just wondering, why weren't certain things in place to prevent something like that from happening?
We've heard several accounts of what may have happened, and it's not our job to speculate on what may or may not happen. That's investigations occur, and that gets borne out as the case goes along, in the event that there is a case at all. But first of all, just because something happens doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's responsible for what happened. What you have to have is you have to have someone doing something, like a subcontractor, doing something that they weren't supposed to do, or failing to do something failing to do something that they were supposed to do. And things like this don't happen all the time. There may be a reasonable explanation, but that'll be something that a good investigation will uncover, and hopefully this family will begin to heal from this. And it's just something that is just so tragic.
Yeah, very, very sad, no doubt.